So, as far as exercise goes, there's been a lot of changes over the past several years. We used to really focus on a lot of high intensity interval exercise, stuff that can really tires us out. We're now finding that for women, especially once we hit our 40s and 50s, we tend to do better with less of that really high intensity exercise. It can tend to spike our cortisol a little bit. I have a lot of patients that say, look, I love my HIIT training, it makes me happy. My rule of thumb is really if you feel good and energized after you do that, that's great. If you feel drained and worn out, it was probably too much. So it's really listening to your body. But the one thing we do know, I don't think there's anybody, questioning this, is the importance of strength training for both men and women. We women used to think it would make us big and bulky and we'd gain weight. We now know that if we're going to do one thing, I tell my patients that sit in front of me, if you're only going to do one thing, lift weights and lift heavy weights. So what it can do, it protects our bones, it helps us maintain our muscle mass. We tend to lose a certain percentage of our muscle mass starting around the age of 35. So not only do we have to maintain, but it's important to continue those gains. So that's my 2 cents on exercise. Also, getting those steps in, 10,000 steps a day is ideal. That can be difficult. The other thing is get up and move throughout the day. So it's called non-exercise activity tracking, where they've done studies to show that people who sit at a desk all day and then go exercise, we'd actually be better off if we're up, getting up, moving around, fiddling, standing at our desk, going for a walk after lunch, doing some squats during the day. So the more movement we can get in throughout the day, the better off we are.